here. When I showed the film to Kurt's mother and his sister for the first time, that was the most difficult day of this entire project. And I said to Wendy before the movie, I'm really sorry. There is stuff in here that you should not see, that no son would want his mother to see. I showed her the film. And Wendy and Kim were not happy with, let's just say, the haircut scene. Let's start there. And the Kurt on drugs. And Kim said to me, and I got very close to Kim. She worked with us very closely. And Kim said, you know, Brett, my brother was ashamed of his heroin use. Do you really think Kurt would want that in the film? Kim used to, and I said to her, I said, Kim, one thing you've always told me is that your brother's biggest fear was that he would inspire or influence kids to do heroin. That they would see him, associate him with heroin, and go and do it. And she had told me the story of Kurt was playing a gig once, and this 14-year-old came up to him and handed him a foil. And it just broke his heart. And I said, I hadn't thought of this until this moment. And I'm not a social message documentarian, and I'm not trying to do a film to whatever, you know. I said, but what if? I said, this movie, the depiction in this film, not only does it not glamorize heroin use, I actually think it would turn people off to heroin. Because I know when I was a kid, I saw this movie Christian F. And I did every recreational thing there was on the planet, but I would stop at heroin because I saw that film and it freaked me out. And so what if one person sees this film and decides not to do heroin? And what if Kurt's legacy, 20 years after he died, is to save a single life? I think if Kurt was here, he would choose one life over selling 100 million albums. Last week at the premiere of the movie, the first showing, a woman came up to me after the film and told me about her struggles with addiction and suicide, and thought that the experience she had connecting to this material was what she needed to carry her forward on her journey of sobriety. That was not the purpose of the film. But if that is the byproduct of the film, then that is, I think, the greatest, possibly the greatest accomplishment of Kurt's career. Because Kurt has provided so much comfort for so many people for all these years. And anyway, so that's how I handled that issue. I'm sorry to end on such a dour, sad note, but anyways, I would like to thank you all so much for coming out this afternoon and sharing this experience with us. You've been a wonderful audience. Danke schön. See you next time. Thank you.